Good morning students. Welcome back. Today we will start chapter number 3 of mathematics data handling. First let us discuss what are the topics to be covered in the chapter. Topics to be covered in the chapter are introduction, data, arithmetic mean, range of data, mode, median, bar graph interpretation, double bar graph, probability. Introduction. In your previous classes, you have already dealt with various kinds of data. As the name of the chapter is data handling, first let us see some examples of data. Attendance of students in a class, temperature of different cities, runs scored in a cricket match. Similarly, in your day-to-day life, you must have seen different kinds of tables consisting of numbers, figures and names. All these tables provides information or data. So what is data? A data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Collecting data and organization of data. Before collecting data, we need to know what kind of data we would use it for. Let us discuss some situations where we come to know what kind of data we need to collect. Given below are a few situations. First one, if you want to study the performance of your class in mathematics. Second, performance of India in football or in cricket. 3. Number of children below the age of 12 in your family. Unless and until we collect the appropriate data, we cannot know the desired information. We collect the data to record and organize it. Now let us discuss how to organize the data. Look at the following data. A class teacher of class 7 listed the marks of 10 students and she wanted to find out the performance of each student. Is this data easy to understand? No. Now look at this data. The teacher can easily find out the performance of each student and which student has highest mark and which student has lowest mark. Here the temperature of different cities are given in tabular form. So it is easy to find out from the table which city has highest temperature and which city has lowest temperature. So when we put the data in proper table, it becomes easy to understand and interpret. We can put many kinds of data in tabular form. Ishan spends on an average of about 2 hours daily for his outdoor games. Here the word average is used. By average, we understand that Ishan usually plays for 2 hours a day. Sometimes he play less number of hours and sometimes he may play longer time. Example, the average temperature of Gujarat of this year is 40 degrees Celsius. It means very often the temperature at this year is around 40 degrees Celsius. Sometimes it may be less than 40 degrees Celsius and at other times it may be more than 40 degrees Celsius. From the examples, we realize that average lies between highest and lowest value of given data. Therefore, we can say average is a number that represents or shows the central tendency of a group of observations or data. That means it lies between highest and lowest value. So we can say average is the measure of central tendency of the group of data. Different form of data need different form of central value or representative value to describe it. One of the representative value is arithmetic mean. So let us discuss what is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean simply means average. So the average or arithmetic mean, we can write it as AM, or simply we can write mean is defined as follows. Mean or arithmetic mean or average is equal to sum of all observation upon number of observations. Example number 1. Calculate mean of given numbers 2, 5, 7 and 10. We know arithmetic mean or mean is equal to sum of all observations upon number of observations. So sum of all observations, here given observations are 2, 5, 7 and 10 and their sum is equal to 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 10. Their sum is equal to 24. And number of observations, we have to count the number of observations 1, 2, 3, 4. So upon 4 will come. Therefore total is 24 upon 4 is equal to 6. Therefore mean is equal to 6. Example number 2. A batsman scored the following number of runs in 6 innings. 36, 35, 50, 46, 60 and 55. Calculate the mean runs scored by him in an inning. So we have to find out the mean run scored by the batsman. Solution. Total runs is equal to 36 plus 35 plus 50 plus 46 plus 60 plus 55, which is equal to 282. And we know mean is equal to sum of all observations upon the number of observations. Sum of observations is equal to 282 and number of observations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, mean is equal to 282 upon 6. The mean run scored is equal to 47. Next is range. Range is the difference between the highest and the lowest observation. Therefore, range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. Example, find the range. Observations are given 7, 5, 10, 2, 4. Solution. To find the range, we will arrange the given observation in ascending order. So, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10. It is arranged in ascending order. It is now easy to find out the lowest observation and highest observation by arranging in ascending order. So lowest observation is 2 and highest observation is 10. Therefore range is equal to highest observation or highest value minus lowest value, and it is equal to highest is 10 and lowest is 2. So 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Therefore range is equal to 8. Today we have discussed about data and how to organize it, and also discussed about average, arithmetic mean and range, and how to find arithmetic mean and range from given observation. For more detailed videos and textbook, please log in into the links of Diksha and Extra Marks.